Hello and welcome to another night of the TNGTC. Tonight we are at Brno and this is round 11 of the Thursday Night GT Championship. My name is Frank Finch and I will be your commentator for tonight. And as you can see, the qualifying session has started. So what will we see tonight? Well, we almost have a full grid, so it's gonna be a very interesting race. Brno is well, pretty hard track to overtake, so we'll see what will happen tonight. And tonight I am joined by our eyes on track, which are the eyes of Seeks. Hey Seeks, how you doing?
Hey mate, last minute change to the proceedings here, but yeah, I'm joining you again this week.
Yes, thank you so much.
How are you?
All right, I'm fine. And how are you?
Yeah, good. It's got an almost full grid this week, so make things.
Yeah, it's going to be
again, and it will make things interesting.
Very interesting, especially at a track like Brno. And
yeah.
So, did you get to? You didn't get much practice this week, did you?
No, I've had a bit of a busy week. Even though I had a 4-day weekend, didn't feel like I stopped really. Yeah, we had bank holiday over here on Monday, so and then I had Tuesday off as well. But it was my birthday weekend, so it was pretty hectic.
All right, happy birthday again.
Thank you.
All right, and well, I didn't get much practice, but this is not the first time you're you're racing at Brno, right?
No, it is.
It is.
I've never turned a wheel on Brno in a GT3 car before.
Ah, okay.
Until after a couple of hours the other night, but that was about it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm hoping to replicate last week's unexpected victory, but I wouldn't expect anything more than a.
Well, you never know.
I'll be over the moon with the top 5.
It's going to be a pretty tactical race, I think, and strategic. Because from what I understood, the tires are pretty hard to handle at this track.
Yeah,
because
the front left, I think it is, goes quite quickly.
Yeah, it's this track is heavy on the fronts. Yeah, with all those 90-degree turns and going downhill and braking a lot. And well, the in-game date is December 10th, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so the track is
know why.
probably because of the track temperature, because it's in the Czech Republic. So if we would have done it on the real date, the track would probably be too hot to use, well, at least to use the softs. I don't know about the hard tire.
I've not tried it, to be honest.
But the track is cold, so yeah, it's pretty hard to handle. So we'll see what everyone will make of it tonight. So as you can see, we have 13 drivers tonight. And currently we are watching Gaz, who is about to, and there he is across the finish line of 157.6. Well, that's the time to beat.
That's a good time as well.
And we have a comment on our live chat on YouTube, and it says, it's Ben Milden, and he says, "Hi guys, I watch you every week, you're great, LOL." Well, thank you very much, Ben. I hope you're enjoying your qualifying, Ben, watching us and I wish you good luck in the race. So, as we can see, the times are being set right now. So Gaz is on pole with a 57.6. Adam is really close with a 57.8. And from past seasons, we know that Adam is really good at this track. He has won a couple of races here, I think.
Yeah, he seems to really get onto this track. It's quite technical and
yeah, even now with the Audi, because before in Project Cars 1 it was always in the BMW M3. But yeah, even in the Audi he's doing very well. Even though that I heard from a couple of drivers that the Audi and the Lamborghinis are down on power compared to the M6.
I think, yeah, because of the altitude, I've been told.
Yes, that's probably...
really luck that the Ferrari's alright. We'll see. Don't think it's as bad as Bathurst. I think it's not.
No, the altitude difference is not that big, but there's quite some difference in altitude here. So yeah, the Audi and Lamborghini will definitely struggle a bit here. Let's see some more times.
It is a very Audi track.
It definitely is. It's a very curvy track, a lot of tight corners, and that's what the Audi does best.
And it's very much about keeping the corner speed up at this track, but then you don't want to get the slightest bit off the line because you'll ruin the next corner, and then someone will be on you like a dog with a rocket up its ass.
Yeah, most definitely. It's all about this track especially is all about keeping the line.
Just to say, that one is dedicated to Ben Milden.
Well, Ben is probably gonna be the dog with the rocket up his ass tonight, starting from the back and plowing his way through people in the back. So that's gonna be fun to see. Meanwhile, let's go through some more of the times. Here we are with Liam. He's done a 58.2 and is in third place. So no improvement here yet. Let's get the map out. There. Okay, so here we are with Gunnar Gamble in fourth place, also with a 58.2. Boy Rexer is in fifth with a 58.7. And here we have one of the new guys, Papano, in a BMW M6. Currently doing a 59.3, which gives him the 6th spot on the grid.
Yeah, Papano seems to be doing quite well around here from what I've heard. Obviously he's come in at Bathurst, which is probably the worst track to start at, but showed decent pace around there. Just a bit of inconsistency, whether it was a lack of practice after just joining. But then Nürburgring, he seemed to have picked up the pace a bit and was actually having some good battles with people. And if you remember, he qualified on the front row in the sprint race as well.
Yes, exactly. Yes, he has shown some great pace at this track during practice. And currently in 6th place, so that's good. Halfway down the field. Here in the pits is Jamie. He has done a 59.9. He, I was told he is basically on default setup, so he might struggle a bit tonight. I hope he will find the pace. And here we have I Super Scrub doing a 2 minutes and 3/10 in 8th place. In 9th is Paul Scott. Sorry?
I was about to say, that's pretty good considering I think he's just got a new game today. I think this is the first I've heard that he's been practicing. So he's only had like an hour, if that, of practice. So he's been scrounging around for a setup. But we know he's got pace. So to be on 2 minute 3.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, that's only 2.6 seconds of the pole time, so yeah, for just practice like that, not too bad at all. Paul Scott currently in 9th with a 2 minute 7. In 10th we have Knight 4001 Jeremy. He is doing a 201.0, and then we have Ben Milden with the qualifying ban, and Seeks. But haven't you set a time yet, or is my timing off again?
I'm on a lap now.
All right.
But it's not a very good one, so I can't expect me to move anywhere. I've got many distractions at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got phones going off and messaging people. But I've got time yet, got 7 minutes, so.
Yes, exactly.
Hopefully it will all calm down.
And Gaz is back out, trying to improve his own lap time, because Adam is really close. It's only 1/10 behind. And Dean has moved up. Gunnar Gamble in 3rd.
Adam's just gone quickest.
And yes, so it's a good thing Gaz came out. It's Adam now with a 57.5. And Dean in 3rd, who is 6/10 down. Liam is very close, 7/10. So we might see some change there yet, with 6.5 minutes to go. We saw that, Six.
Oh shit.
Six is the new drift king of the league.
I've bottled it now.
Oh well, you did set a time.
Yeah. I was about a second up as well, so it's about a second and a bit to come from that. Hopefully.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Gaz has entered the final sector of his warm-up lap.
It's interesting to see Benji's down in 5th, a second off of Adam.
Yeah. Yeah, this is quite a couple of fast guys between. Liam got it back in 3rd with a 58.0, and Gaz has started his fast lap, so let's see how he will do here. Let's get on board.
Yeah, Adam's just come out of pits again as well.
And as you can see, a lot of tight corners. So you have to keep the speed there, keep on the line. Because there are only a few spots where you can go full throttle like this. And going back uphill, this is where the BMWs and the Ferraris have the advantage. And Gas breaks off his lap. And boy Raxler, Benji is still out there, just on a new lap.
I think it's probably one of the hardest places to come, and there's so many opportunities to run wide and make mistakes. It's really anyone's game come the race, I think. We've seen from everyone throughout the season mistakes at some point.
Yeah, this track has a lot of grass. If you run off the track, well, you can lose a lot of time. So. And it's close, overtaking is hard, so people will be pushing and pressing others. So I think we might see quite some action here, and quite possibly a couple of mistakes here and there.
Having said that, we did say that at Barfirst as well. And that was generally quite a good race in terms of lack of mistakes.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Maybe people were a bit more cautious there because of all the walls. I mean, you can afford to make a mistake here in terms of damage to the car.
Yeah.
So, and that's definitely not the case at Bathurst. So there he is now. Benji is. This is his fast lap. While Gaz and Liam. Liam is in the pit. Adam is out there.
I think Adam went back to the pit, so he's probably on an out lap.
Yeah, I guess so. He still has 1 minute 18 to go. Probably. We'll make it just in time. And Gas just started his new fast lap. Liam is in the pits, so he's not coming out anymore probably. Gonna Gamble is now in 4th place, just behind Liam. Let's see, here we are with Benji, halfway through the track. I was waiting for a split actually. And he's coming up to sector 3. And no split. Here's Adam through the last few corners. Will he beat his own time? No, he's coming into the pits. How about Benji? Will Boy Raxer make it into the top 3? No, it is still a P5 for Benji. And well, guys, ooh, that's just a bit hard on the brakes, and he goes wide there, so that's probably no improvement. Nope, that is still a P2 for Gaz. Alright, Super Scrub is still on track, and our eyes on track. There goes Seeks. No improvement there, so it's a P11 for Seeks.
Couldn't get into a groove. It's very much a rhythm track, this one, and I couldn't get into one.
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen on track during the race, so...
Yeah, we'll try and follow Ben through.
Mm-hmm.
He's proved it the last few races, so...
Yeah,
why not give it a go.
Okay, so that's it for the qualifying session of round 11, the feature race. And Adam, RDF1, Adam Morris, is on pole with a 57.5. Gaz next to him on the front row. Also, it's very close though. It's 59 thousandths of a second difference. So those are the two on front. Then we have Liam in third, Gunnar Gamble in fifth, Boy Raxer in Gunnar Gamble in fourth, Boy Raxer in fifth, Papano in sixth, I Super Scrub is in seventh, Jamie in eighth, P Scott Live 85, Paul Scott 9th, Knight 4001 10th, Seeks in 11th, and Ben last in 12th. And we already have one dropout because we started with 13. Okay, so now it's just a matter of waiting before we go to the grid. And now we have 2 minutes before the race starts. All drivers are able to set their fuel and pit strategies. And do some final preparations for the race. And then it is 40 minutes at Brno, so that will be a 20 lap race. So what are your expectations, Six?
Low. That's about all I can say. In terms of my personal performance, I reckon I'll be happy with points. But from the sessions that I've heard about in practice, like the top few guys have been pretty consistently changing. So it might be not who you think it is who's going to win.
Right. So
sorry, I'm just concentrating on my setup.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So, from what we heard, it's probably going to be a tight battle for the victory. We definitely have 3 contenders here. RDF1, Adam Morris. Like I said during the qualifying session, this is probably one of his favorite tracks. Gaz is always always lurking and luring, waiting to get that title. Liam is also very fast, and we are about to start. Lights are on. And there we go, and Adam is off. Had a great start. Gaz is right beside him. He's now on the inside. It's the BMW power against the Audi. And Gaz has the inside and takes P1. But ooh, almost goes wide there. And the back of the field. It's pretty hectic down there. And Gonna Gamble and Liam are side by side through turn 4, 3.
I figured out why I was so slow. I had some settings differently to what I wanted them to.
Ah. Well, you gained the position already.
Yeah, with any luck I'll move up a bit. Parno's dropped back to 8th, but it's very congested in this midfield.
Yeah, as you can see, it's all very close. Like I said, it's hard to overtake here, so if you see a gap, definitely go for it. And here you can see Adam is already watching. He is still behind Gaz, but he is definitely waiting for an opportunity to overtake. And his exit there was better than Gaz's. And now going uphill, so the BMW has a slight advantage here. And can Gaz pull away? Well, not really.
I think Jeremy might not have made the grid.
No, he is in the pits. So
someone's run wide. Jamie's run wide at the last corner, but very early into the last corner.
Right.
Hang on, Benji's gone as well, and Dean. So
whoa, yes,
kicking off.
Gonna Gamble spun at the pit entry, and Benji is now also at the back.
I think Jamie went quite early into the final corner, so maybe he just put a wheel on the grass, but I think Ben and Dean and Benji was a separate incident.
There must have been some contact there. So now there is quite a gap between Gaz and Adam, and Liam in 3rd. Liam is about 2 seconds behind. All the 2 guys in front keep battling it out, but slowly pulling away from the rest.
So all the while the rocket really is up Ben's ass. He's just about to take 5th from Papano.
Yeah, there he goes. On the inside, side by side. But Papano is not giving up. And he keeps 5th. And Ben is looking, but no place here. And meanwhile, Super Scrub is in 4th, chasing down Liam, trying to get close.
Yeah, the battle of the Liams. It's nice to see my teammate back, actually. He has had some issues with his, I think it was the game, not the console. So that's why he's been away for a few races. But I'll be thanking his lucky stars that he's got a good start here and potentially one with a shout of a podium already.
Yeah, that's pretty good for someone who only had about an hour practice. And Ben is on the inside for turn 1. And takes 5th. back in front. It's still a tight battle for first. And Adam is really on the tail of Gaz's car. Practically couldn't be closer. But with this curvy track, and it's a fairly small track, and only 1 or 2 opportunities to overtake, unless the other makes a mistake, of course. And Papano isn't giving up yet. That BMW is pretty fast around this track, so he can stay close to Ben. And here we have the battle for 9th, battle for 8th actually. It is Six, Jamie and Benji fighting for 8th place.
Yeah, these two are definitely quicker than me, that's for sure.
Just keep him behind.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. And Jamie's going to try the inside, but he's not close enough. And now he's on the outside again. So that's definitely an advantage for Six. And he had a great exit.
Yeah, it's faster down the straight naturally as well. But
yeah, that Lambo is very quick, but
it's not the best at turning in though, that's the only thing.
And this first turn is very long and very slow. But he made it through.
As well.
Jamie, and now Benji is on the inside for turn 2.
Who do you think he is, Daniel Ricciardo?
Six defends his position. And Benji's trying, and there's almost contact between the two. Six goes a bit wide there. Benji takes his chance, but he spins out. Almost hits Gunnar Gamble.
Did I hit him?
No, he just spun out.
Okay.
It looked,
I didn't feel any contact.
no, it looked like he hit the grass with his front left. And then spun out. So that's a bit of room to breathe for Six.
Yeah, just before them two caught back up, I was starting to close on Paul, so hopefully I can catch back up to that. But the lead's still 3 tenths.
Come on, go team commentary. And in front, situation is still the same. Gaz is still leading the race after 5 laps, with Adam on his tail. And Liam is still in 3rd. He is not gaining on the 2 in front, but he's not losing time as well, so we might see the undercut king do his magic here again. And it seems that the undercut works very well here, so he might gain some time there. So I will be expecting him to come into the pits around lap 8 or 9 maybe. And meanwhile, Ben Milden man 27, slowly moving up. He is now about 2 seconds behind Super Scrub. And the question is, will he catch up? He has gotten loose from Papano there.
You know, Jamie and Paul have caught each other. Well, Jamie's caught his teammate. Don't know if there'll be too much of a defence there from Paul.
Well, he is defending his line. There they are. The yellow and blue Lamborghini. Oh, yellow and green actually. It depends on the livery, I see. The one is yellow and blue, the other is yellow and green. And Jamie is passed, so he is now in 7th place. But this has given Seeks the opportunity to get close.
Yeah, Dean's closed me up quite a lot as well in the last couple of laps. So many contrasting lines through that turn one. Some people take a wide entry and cut back. Some people hold the inside like that's what I do.
Yeah.
And others, I assume, take something else. I've seen a few interesting lines.
Yeah, I think that also has to do with the type of car. Like I said, the Lambo isn't best at turning in, so maybe a different line is better there. Oh, and Dean spins. He almost made contact and lost the car. Spun out.
Did I hit him?
Nope. There was no contact from what I could see.
I felt like it was very similar to Benji's. I squeezed him down the inside and then he span.
From what I could see,
as he did that, Paul ran wide as well, so I got down the inside of Paul.
No,
they feel both. Like I may be taken to a steward or two this week.
Well, from what I could see, there was no contact, but oh well.
I feel like I'm very much the fox in this fox versus hound battle, but at the moment I'm keeping ahead of them.
Oh well, you moved up to 8th, so that's good. Here we are with Benji, and he is closing in on Paul. The situation in front is still the same, and looks like the BMW is just too fast for Adam to make a move, especially on this track.
Yeah, it can be frustrating when you know you've got a faster car in the corners but just can't get it down the straights as quickly as the other guy.
This is definitely such a track that the one ahead definitely has the advantage. If he defends correctly, it is very hard to pass here.
Oh, Liam spun. I saw you scrub.
Oh, yeah. And he's losing a lot of places there. He was in 4th. Yeah, fell down back to 10th position. So that means that Ben Milden is now in 4th.
And Benji's got past Paul as well.
Ah, right.
With Liam's one, I think he must have just clipped the grass on the exit of the left-hand hairpin, and then had a tank stapper trying to save it, and then went round.
Sure looks like it. And Ben was getting pretty close, so maybe he felt a bit under pressure, made a mistake, and that cost him dearly. So there he is. Ben Milden now has a gap of about 5 seconds to Liam. And looking at the lap times, Ben is currently quite a bit faster. Looked like Liam made a mistake, because if we look at the times of the top 4, they were all at 2 minutes or even faster, and Liam did a 2:01.6. Situation in front is still the same. Adam can only be patient here. He can only hope that Gaz will make a mistake, or maybe he will try an undercut, and we will just have to wait and see.
Benji's down my inside.
Yep, and Benji is past, so he is moving up to 7th.
He was catching me hand over fist, so he's obviously got good pace. But will he be able to get back into the hunt for the podium? I mean, if he does, he's going to have to do it tactically, I think. So you might want to try a first, so undercut.
Yeah, an undercut would be an option to gain a bit, but if you look at the top 4, I think it's hard to gain those guys to catch up, because Benji, he is 20 seconds behind the race leader, and we are currently in lap 9. So
Jamie's pitted, and someone else has, so I assume
Papano
that's
is in the pits, Jamie is in the pits, so we are here for the first regular pit stops. And meanwhile, the top 3 the top 4 continued, and I expect Liam to come in probably this lap. And from what we have seen in the past couple of races, I think Adam will just come in when Gaz does. And he is getting close. He is getting really close now. So, can he make a move before they hit the pits? And will he benefit from an undercut or maybe even an overcut? If I were Adam, I would have definitely chosen a different tactic. Go for either the overcut or the undercut, because staying behind Gaz will probably only result in the same situation, and they both enter the pits here.
I'm not sure whether to pit or not.
And
do I come in now or go long?
And Liam is also in the pits. So currently it is Ben Milden on leading the race. And let's see.
Benji stayed out, so has Dean.
They came out in the same order as they came in. So it's Gaz on virtual first, Adam second, and Liam third. Although Liam gained quite some time. He's a bit closer now to the two in front. So now it's Ben leading the race, and then it's a 10-second gap to Benji, and Seeks is in third, but these three all still have to stop.
And so is Dean.
And Dean
fourth.
is currently in 4th, but also still has to stop.
Yeah, I decided to stay out. I set a personal best first and last sector in that last lap, so...
Look at that.
So, I didn't see the need to pit.
No, exactly. If the tires feel well, why would you?
Yeah, well, following Benji for a bit sort of did help.
Yeah, of course. It's always easier to follow than to lead.
I only need to lead at the end. That's my plan. I'll come back from this, don't worry.
And Ben Milton is in the pits. And what will Benji do? Benji is coming in as well. Six is staying out, so here he is, going for the lead, gonna gamble. Also comes into the pits. So we have a new race leader, and it is our eyes on the tracks. Meanwhile, Adam is closing in on Gaz again, so we can see that he is slightly faster, but that's not enough to get past him yet. And it looks like Gaz and Adam are slowly pulling away from Liam again. So Liam is just not able to keep up with the pace of those two. And Ben in 4th position is now, a virtual 4th of course, is now 8 seconds away from Liam. And here we are with Seek still in the lead. But he still has to pit, of course. And Six is also coming in.
Yeah, I'm still matching my time, so I felt like if I put a new set, there'll be a bit more to come.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, yeah, depends how much I've lost with the old tyres. But obviously I'll be a bit quicker towards the end. So, we'll see. I don't think it will work, but I've opted out of pitting early, so... Sometimes you gotta try it.
Of course.
Yeah, I've lost it. Dean's come out ahead of me.
Yeah, just behind Dean, but with fresher tires, so maybe that will help you in the end.
I mean, I lost a few seconds to Jamie as well. It's about 2 or 3 seconds off of them when we pitted. I think the only time really to do a longer stop and manage to make it work is in an endurance race when there's more than one pit stop.
Right.
Otherwise, pitting early is probably the better option and just hold on. Track position is so crucial, especially in a track around this like this where you can't overtake too freely.
And the battle for first continues. It's still the same. So the only thing Adam can hope for is a mistake by Gaz, which is pretty rare actually, but we've seen him make some mistake, a few mistakes here and there, so one mistake is enough for Adam to get the lead.
The thing is, the guys at the front, where they've raced so close and so often with each other, they don't feel under pressure as much, because they know what each other is likely to do or not do. So it does become very much a mind game at some points.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So Gunnar Gamble is closing in on Jamie, and he's trying to snatch that 7th place from him, but for now he's not close enough yet for an overtake. And Benji is getting close to Papano. So Papano currently in 5th place.
Oh, Jamie and Dana side by side. This can only end badly, hopefully.
Well, sadly for you, Dean got passed. So it's now the red Lamborghini in 7th place, and the 8th Lamborghini, the 8th place is the 93 yellow Lamborghini.
Yeah, that hairpin where the move was made is, although it's a hairpin and a good overtaking opportunity, it just, because it's downhill, it just sort of pulls you out wide and feels like it's taken an age to actually get round the corner. So you do have to have a lot of cooperation with
it is a tricky place.
They've not got a bit of turn in the shoe and that they will give you a bit of room. But when they're in the same car, they should be alright.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Benji is preparing to make a move on Papano. Papano's defending. But this is the part where the Audi definitely has an advantage.
Yeah, it'll make a move. Oh, maybe not. I say we made a move on the that hairpin left. Maybe that's just my line that presents the opportunity.
I think he's gonna try just before, yes, in the hairpin, the right hairpin, just before sector 3, but he is not close enough.
The Audi does struggle back up the hill though, so this would be where Papano might, if anything, pull away a little bit.
Yeah, but Benji got a pretty good exit there. And he's looking, going for the inside. Yes, and he is passed.
Now Dean's next driver to come up to Papano, but Papano's showing really good speed. And last time I said that was Edu at Bathurst when he binned it about 2 seconds later. So maybe I shouldn't say that.
Well, he is still on track in 6th place, and there's still about 2 seconds between him and gonna gamble. So will he catch up? He lost a lot of time there with the battle with Benji. So Dean was 2 seconds quicker there last lap. And meanwhile, Liam has a better pace than the two in front.
Yeah,
looks like they really...
2 tenths in front, so they might be battling a bit now.
Yeah, they definitely are battling. It is close. You can see Adam trying to overtake here and there. And here we have again the revenge of the kiddies. For those who have seen a couple of my races back when I was racing in, I think it was season 5 or 6, 2 of my races were ruined by one of my cats who jumped on my lap, and now it's almost one of my cats that pulled my headset from my ears. So
I did not know that.
it's the revenge of the kiddies.
Don't tell me that was Le Mans in the wet, was it?
No, that was my own fault.
So well.
No, that was I was going like a rocket there. No, just
Yeah,
that was my own mistake. It was I think the first one was at Bathurst. Just over the top of the hill.
Oh,
going
no.
downstairs and going down again.
Just where you don't want it.
And yeah, my cat just hopped on my lap, and that made me steer right into the gravel, and that was it. Well, all right.
Well, yeah, when you said Revenge of the Kitties, I was like, I've obviously missed something here. Meanwhile, Liam, number 2, my teammate, is retired. I think he did hint at maybe retiring, or just to try and get his wheel setup sorted again.
Yeah,
probably
so
struggling with the settings. So hopefully he'll be back and showing the pace we know he can have.
Yeah, exactly, because he was doing very well before.
Yeah, he got Golden Spoon Racing's first ever victory. Well, first ever victory that stood anyway. And Ramsey last year in Austria, but sadly that was taken away for track extension. Yes.
Oh, and now the battle is really on for first place. Adam had the inside there almost. He is getting close, so with 3 laps to go, will Adam take that lead? I don't know. It's gonna be pretty hard. And Gunnar Gamble is now on the tail of Papano. So he closed the gap. And he will try to get that 6th place from Papano. Here we are with Milton Man. Ben is in 4th place, but there is a 11-second gap to Liam. And Adam spun! And he has lost the position to Liam, so it's now Liam in 2nd place. And what happened there? Looks like Adam Adam spun. I don't think there was any contact with gas. We will
What
see.
corner did he spin at?
In the... was that? I think the hairpin.
Okay.
Yes, he lost about 6 seconds there.
Yeah, he must have been a 360 then.
Yeah, it was backwards when we saw him, and he has now a 1.5 second gap to Liam with only 2 laps to go.
Is it going to be another spam for it as 1-2?
It sure looks like it. I don't think Adam will be able to close that gap before the end of the race. So he will probably stay on the podium because Ben is still 10 seconds behind. But he will lose some points to Liam, who is on the second step.
Papano is still doing a good job of keeping Dean behind him.
Yep. He is truly showing that true BMW power, especially uphill. And this is a great example when you can see that we know that Gonna Gamble is quicker. It was about 1 or 2 seconds quicker per lap. And he's going for the outside, but that's a no-go, and there he lost some space. So catching up is one, but overtaking is definitely another here. Well, Adam is getting closer. He's now within a second of Liam. And he has, well, now he has still 2 laps to try to get that second place back.
He just needs to open his DRS and use his ERS, and he'll be alright.
Yes, and tell Kip to use the turbo boost.
Yeah, that's the only issue. The M6 is very quick down the straights compared to the Audi.
Yes, and here we can see that Dean has taken 6th place. He got past Gonna Gamble. He got past Papano, who's now in 7th place. And Adam spun again. So that will be no more 2nd place for Adam. And if he's not careful, Ben will catch him. It's still 6 seconds, but he cannot afford to spin again.
No, he'll probably just cruise home now. He'll know that he can't get 2nd, and he'll take a podium rather than be off of it. He's got a comfortable gap behind and now in front, so he'll just keep it on the island.
But it looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, he just needs to get back into a rhythm again. It seems he got back into it quite quickly after the first spin, so it might not be too hard for him, but one thing's for sure, he will be kicking himself.
Yeah, he won't be happy about that.
He's actually fastest. He's actually set a purple sector in sector 1, just to underline the speed that he had.
Oh wow. And here we can see that Dean has pulled away from Papano, securing that 6th position. Benji is still 8 seconds behind Ben Milden. Ben is still 6 seconds behind Adam, so... And Adam spins again!
Oh, no.
And now Ben is getting really close. And now, yes, Ben is right behind him. With only one last sector to go on the final lap.
Maybe he did have some damage. Maybe he did hit. Well, maybe he did have damage from Gaz.
It could be, maybe, or maybe he had some damage during that second spin.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he hit the wall, which bounced him back onto the track or something. I don't know.
And Gaz is going through the final corner, flashing his lights, and taking the victory. And it's a 1-2 for Spam Fritters. And now you can see, there's still quite a gap between Adam and Ben. So Adam will take 3rd, but only just. There he is in 3rd place. Ben in 4th. He's gonna be quite ecstatic, I think.
Wasn't quite his second from Barfast, but still good effort.
And Benji in 5th. Gonna gamble. Crosses the line 6th. Papano is 7th. Still quite impressive.
Excellent drive from Papano, especially being up towards the front most of it.
Jamie in 8th. There we have Seeks in 9th. And Paul is almost coming through the final turn. There he is.
Yeah, actually looking at the back of Gaz's car, his rear end is a bit hanging off.
Yeah, that's because Ben ran into him and Liam.
Celebration, isn't it?
Yes. And Paul Scott picks up the final point. And that is it for the feature race, round 11 of the Thursday Night GT Championship. Gaz takes the lead. And Liam takes 2nd. Adam spins 3 times in the final laps, but still manages to get in 3rd just before Ben Milden, who came all the way from the back. So great result for Ben. Benji spun and finished 5th.
Yeah, Benji spun twice.
Yeah. Dean spun a couple of times, finished 6th. Papano in 7th, Jamie 8th, Six 9th, Paul Scott 10th, and Jeremy Knight 4001 did not finish. He actually did not start. So no points for him. And I super scrub the other Liam, he retired. So that's it for the race. We will be back in a couple of minutes for the sprint race. And hope to see you then. Thank you, Seeks, for the onboard commentary. And we will have Jeremy on board for commentary in the next race. So hope to see you in a couple of minutes. Bye.